struggling today, okay? Struggling. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the 17 books that I read in 2024. I did this video last year. It was my quarter 1 check-in. We're going to be talking about all things statistics. So I made some pie graphs and bar graphs, and we're going to see how many pages I read, what genres I focused in on. We're going to see, are they physical books, were they ebooks, were they audiobooks? It's going to be so much fun. And then I'm going to structure this like last year's video, where I go onto my Goodreads and I tell you every single book that I read and when I rated it. And then we're going to go in depth on my favorite books and the most disappointing books that I've read so far this year. Luckily, nothing's been too awful, so it should be a easy breezy, beautiful video. And I'm excited to share with you everything that I read. So let's get into it. Alright, let's pop up those pie graphs. So out of the 17 books, I read 7 physical, 5 audio, and 5 books on my Kindle. And genre-wise, there was 10 romance books, 4 fantasies, and 3 self-growth books. When I was putting this on my computer, I was so surprised to see only 4 fantasy books because I felt like I read so much more, and I think that's solely because I'm on my Throne of Glass journey right now, and the books are so big, it feels like you're reading so much, and really it was only 4 books. And that's so crazy to me because I feel like I have lived 1,000 different lives as I went through those. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Let's break down the pages. I did 2,180 in January, 1,892 in February, and 1,386 in March. I'm pausing here to talk about March. Did anyone else have a tough reading month in March? I wasn't in a slump, I just simply wasn't reaching for my books, and it wasn't because they're bad. I'm on my tandem read right now of Throne of Glass and I'm really loving it. It's just simply I was super busy. When I had free time, I just wanted to sit on my couch and kind of rot, you know, and I just wasn't reaching for them. So March was kind of a slow month for me. Hopefully April's better. I hope we get a lot of reading done in April. But in total of quarter 1, I read 5,458 pages. So, I mean, still pretty good, but, you know, I could have done better. Let's open Goodreads to our 2024 reading challenge. So I am 5 books ahead of schedule. My goal this year is to read 50 books, so 17. Let's break it down from the first book I read to the last book. The first book I read is The Mountain Is You, Transforming Self-Sabotage into Self-Mastery. I don't give self-growth books any stars because, you know, it's either a memoir, it's someone giving advice. I don't feel like they need to be rated. However, this book was very good. I listened to it driving back from home to where I live now, and a lot of the stuff stuck with me. There's some good lessons and good techniques, and I definitely recommend it. Next book was Throne of Glass. I rated that a 4 stars. Then I read Crown of Midnight, which was my first 5-star of the year. We have Air of Fire, which I rated 3 stars. Next book was The Exception to the Rule by Christina Lauren, which was 3 stars. Worst Wingman Ever by Abby Jimenez. I didn't rate this book. If you watched my vlog on the Improbable Meet Cutes, I truly, I still don't know where I stand with this book. It wasn't bad, it was good. a lot of things happened and I don't know how I feel rating it. Next book was Rosie in the Dreamboat by Sally Thorne. Solid 1 star. Solid 1 star. Drop Cover and Hold On by Jasmine Gilroy. I never say it right, I don't think. 2 star. When in Rome by Sarah Adams, 3 stars. With Any Luck by Ashley Poston, 3 stars. Royal Valentine is 1.5, I want to say. 1.5. Next is Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas, 5 star. That book goes so hard, we're gonna get into it. Atomic Habits, which is another self-growth book, and again, didn't rate it. This one has helpful stuff, good techniques, but he kind of lost me when he droned on about the scientific facts behind it. I don't care, bro, just tell me what's up. Check and Mate by Allie Hazelwood, 4 stars. One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid, 5-star. I wish I could rate this like 5 billion, okay? Group, How One Therapist and a Circle of Strangers Saved My Life. Again, didn't rate this one. I really found myself relating to the author on certain things that she went through, and it was really nice to see that there was someone who had the same thoughts, same life experiences, and could really heal from it. So that was really nice to hear and to listen to. And the last book I read was First Down by Grace Riley, and I gave that a 3-star. So those are the 17 books that I read. Let's break it down and let's start talking about my favorite books of the year. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about these. Here they are in all their glory, my favorite books of the year. Let me start with fantasy. So as you know, I mentioned I was on my Throne of Glass journey. I love these books so much. The first one I read was Crown of Midnight. I have the old cover, but that was not my silent reaction. I wish I could say more about this book, and honestly more about this book as well, but I don't want to spoil anything. So I'm just telling you that this book really picked up the series for me. When I read this, I was just like jaw on the floor, this is crazy. And the way it ended, I just felt so much pain in my heart for how it ended, and I was just like, wow, it's truly beautiful. And then we have Queen of Shadows, which arguably so far, since I'm only on the tandem read, is the best book in the series. Like, you read Heir of Fire, which is not one of my favorites, we're gonna talk about it, but you don't know how you feel about certain characters in Heir of Fire, and then you get to Queen of Shadows and you're like, yes, I love them, I love this journey for them, I am so immersed in this world, I don't want to get out of it. And then obviously I'm in the tandem read, and every time I pick it up, I'm just like, I wish I could just sit here and read and put on fantasy ambiance and pretend that I'm there. Even though if I was really in this world, I would likely die, but I want to pretend I would be like a main character. Like, I would be like super cool, like assassin, like I would be awesome. In my brain, like, that's me. But in real life, no way. No way. But I like to sit down and read, and I wish I could read it for hours, and I wish it wouldn't end. And I'm so scared to read Kingdom of Ash. I'm so scared. I don't think I'm ready. I don't think I'm ready. Okay? Let's talk about, not fantasy, romance books, my top of the year. Let's talk about Check and Mate first. I did a reading vlog on this one, and again, this book has a little bit of back and forth of people who loved it, people who didn't like it. I really liked this book. I thought it was super fun. It's Allie Hazelwood's first YA. I think it was, you know, super cute, but also dealt with a lot of heavier plots in it, and I really enjoyed that. Yeah, her family was kind of annoying, but if you just focused in on Mallory and the main love interest, like, beautiful, chef's kiss, adorable love. Like, I thought it was so cute, and I think everyone should at least give it a try. Like, hear me out, give it a try. Like, when I think about all the books, like, I always go back to this one. Like, I'm like, oh, it's so cute. Like, I want to read it for the first time again. But if we're talking about all the books, if there was a book that I could say is my favorite of all time this year, it is this book. Taylor Jenkins Reid's One True Loves. I also included this in a reading vlog, and the way that this book made me feel, first of all, emotions all over the place, but there's just like, honestly, I think I will think about this book for like the rest of my life. There's something about it that's so like, I don't want to say eye-opening, but I truly felt things and saw things differently as I was reading this book, and then after I read this book, when I kind of had to sit with my thoughts. And a lot of the main thing was seeing that, like, you can love someone and you can grow with them and they can make you a better version, but you can also grow apart and become a different person without them, and kind of love that version of yourself as well. And basically, people come into your lives for a reason, and it doesn't mean that they're always going to be there. And I think that's just crazy to think about and like self-reflect on and be like, wow, like so-and-so was in my life for this brief period of time because they needed to teach me something, help me grow in certain aspects of my life, and I still have love for them in my heart, but they're not meant to be in the path that I am right now. And that's why I feel like I will think about this book till the dawn of time, because so eye-opening, so crazy. Like, I wish I could give it 5 million stars. It just hits different, and I really wish people could experience that, like what I felt as well. Like, I don't know, there's nothing like this. I've never read anything like this. So this is definitely one of my favorites of the year. Okay, let's talk about disappointing reads. And when I say disappointing, there's only really one that was not good, but I wasn't really expecting too much from it. And that is Rosie and the Dreamboat by Sally Thorne, which is one of the novellas I read. This book was major cringe fest. It gave me the ick. Like, everything about it was so bad. The main character, like the main male character, was talking to this woman. She was stuck in like a spa hot tub, and he was a firefighter trying to get her out. And the way that they were interacting like with each other and speaking to each other reminded me so much of like a grandfather talking to like a little girl. It was not good. I don't recommend anyone spend their time on that book. But anyways, another book I want to talk about, which wasn't like super disappointing, I just didn't love it as much as I thought I was gonna love it, and that is Heir of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. Now, going into my Throne of Glass journey, I heard everyone talk about Rowan, and I was like, okay, who is this man? Who is he? So you get introduced to him in Heir of Fire, and I was just like, and that's all I'm gonna say, because I can't say anything else. I do think this book was a little slow, and I'm not sure if I just read it in a wrong part of my life, or if it was just always gonna be this way, you know? I just felt like, I mean, Sarah J. Maas is a mastermind. Like, without this book, we wouldn't be where we are today. And honestly, like, so many of the different books add up to what happens, I believe, in the end of this one, and you're just like, whoa, she really had that plan from the start. She's insane. Love her. So a lot of it adds up and ties together, I feel, in the end of this book. But like, to get there, you really have to have like backstory on all of these new characters and our other characters that have been in the story, and I feel like it just kind of dragged on a bit. I understand that we needed this to get where we were going, but it just fell a little flat for me. Again, that's just my opinion, and I don't know if now I know what I know. I felt like the episode of Friends where they're like, they don't know that we know that they know. That's how I felt saying that. But I don't know if when I reread this book, because I will eventually, one day I will reread the series because I'm obsessed, okay? And I wonder if I'll appreciate it more for what it is than I did the very first time. Thank you all so much for watching this video. It was so fun to talk about all the books that I've read in 2024 so far. Compared to last year, I feel like I talked a lot more, but I simply think that's because I'm on my Throne of Glass journey, and I don't want to ruin anything for anyone, because I went into this series blind, not knowing anything, and it's been such a like amazing, like incredible journey, and I want everyone to experience that. So if you haven't read the series, please, I'm begging you, go pick up this book. Like, pick up the first one. You will not regret it. It will change your life. And like, I'm saying that and I have not even finished the series. Like, it just plays on a constant loop in my brain. And immediately after I finish this video, I will be sitting down with my ambiance and I will be reading, because that's all I've been thinking about for the past couple days. I'm like, when will I be able to read my tandem read? When is my next free time to read this? And I'm so excited. So again, please pick up this book series. It is so amazing. Like, again, change your life. It will change your life. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video and listening to me yap per usual. And I want to do this video again when it is 6 months, so Q2 check-in. Let me know if that is something you would like to see, and I look forward to seeing you all in my next one. Bye!